It might not be The Price is Right, but let's play. Hey everybody, it's Paul with the 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and you are watching our Let's Play video here at Hershey Park. Now, if you're not familiar with the Let's Play, basically we go through the entire park and go through all the different games that the park offers, and we break them down into 4 categories. If you look over to your right hand side, you're going to see the first one is skill category. Now it's like the basketball games. I actually consider skee ball more of a skill game there. The second one you have there is the carnival games. There's a winner every time, it just might not be you. And the next category is the kids games. Now there is a winner every time, and it is you. Basically you're paying for the prize up front. And last but not least is the arcades. Hershey Park has 2 of them, and we can't wait to actually visit them and show you everything inside them. So sit back and relax as we play at Hershey Park. All right, so we might as well start off this video right here in the beginning of the park. As soon as you walk in here, you basically have this area, which used to years ago be where they had the Sky Ride would usually come through here, and more recently was the Coaster Mart. Well, now it's where the KISS characters come on out and greet guests as they leave and go, and they rotate throughout the time. But this is all about the games here, and right here they actually have the disc drop, which is kind of a Plinko, and the prices aren't too bad. $5 you get 2 discs. There is a winner every time, so of course this is going to be a kids kind of game here. And you're going to see right here, you actually put up the discs, you drop them down there, and you get different numbers, and the numbers determine what you play. So she has got a 5, and see if she can get it twice. And that one is a 3, so she's got a 3 and a 5. And over there you can see all the different prizes, 4s, 1s, 2s, and 5s, of course, are the bigger prizes. So as soon as you come into Hershey Park, you got this great game. I don't see it in many other parks, so definitely this is something that if you want to spend $5 and make sure your kid gets a prize, this disc drop is for you. All right, we're up here at Kissing Tower Hill. Right there's the Kissing Tower. And right across from Tower Fries, they have some games, and one of the 2 arcades. Now, in this segment right here, I'm just going to show you the games here. So this is Kitty Corner. Right here, this is a standard kitty game. Pretty much it costs you, where's the price? $5 to play. And if you get orange disc, blue disc, red disc, gold disc, it determines on what you're going to win there. So there's the blue disc there, so there's probably more there. But you can also trade up. 2 red prizes equal 1 blue, 2 blue equals an orange, 2 orange equals a gold. So, but this is a thing where they go around circles. You stick your fishing rod in there, and that's how you win there. Let's see what they got over on this side. So that's a kiddie game. This is, I'm gonna call this a skill. So this is the goblet toss. There's basically 7 balls for $3, a bucket for 6, which is 20 balls. 1 ball in the goblet wins. So you gotta hit those different squares with your wiffle balls. And of course it's gonna be $5 to play, because everything here seems to be $5 to play. And they also have the trade up rules right there. 3 red prizes equal blue, 3 blue equal an orange, 3 orange equal gold. And basically that's where they all go. You see people tossing right now. Yeah, I'm going to count this as a skill. And also it's neat because when they land, watching that ball right there, when it goes in, it gets sucked into the bottom there. So that's the goblet toss. And the last one here on the row is another ring toss bottle one here. So $5 for a small bucket, 10 for a family bucket, and then 15 includes a small prize, so everybody can win a prize. 1 ring on the bottle wins. So there's the rings, and you see people tossing them right there. Definitely another skill game here. And like I said, if you win, you're getting something big there. You got the green bottle prize right there. We got some bigger ones there. Brown bottle prizes are over there. Giant Marios, squids, and koalas. So that is everything here. Right there it says ring on a brown bottle wins a Mario brother. Gold wings an 8-inch bear. So these are the carnival games right there by Kissing Tower Hill, right in front of the arcade. All right, we just walked to the other side. There actually is one more game here called Blockbuster. And this one is basically knocking down the blocks. You got the weighted bean bags, and this is $3 to play, but you have to knock them all off the table. So there's 4 there, you gotta knock them all off the table. There's no cross throwing, so if you're standing in front, you got to throw at that one. And basically, you can trade 4 smalls into a large. So if you like monkeys, you're good, but if you want the bear, you got to win a few times. But this is also connected right by the arcade on Tower Hill. All right, we're down here in the hollow section of Hershey Park here, right by the Comet and Great Bear. And over here towards the right, there's a lot of different games. And we're going to start off right over here to your left, actually, with the classic, this is a carnival game. This is the classic toss a bottle, the ring on the bottle. Like I said before, you have to do the game cards here. But you come up here, and the whole object is to toss these little rings. You get a big bucket of them, and you got to kind of get them on the Coke bottles there. But it is a difficult game because check out the prizes. You can always tell the toughest games because of the prizes. Now that is over there, but when you come out this way, there's more. I consider that more of a skill game if you can get that. Another skill game is my favorite skill game, which is right over here, skee ball. And this is one of 2 in this park. And these are the original ones. These aren't the ice balls. So here, you collect tickets. If you get 120 to 170, you get 5 tickets. If you get 180 to 30, you get 10 points. 240 to 90, 15, and 20 points if you get 300 to 350 here. Now, as you can tell, these are the original skee balls. These aren't the ice ones. And you can actually collect pretty good prizes here. I'm actually impressed with the prizes. This is definitely a skill game here. They're kind of Mario looking. If you look at it, they're like gnomes. And they got some balls there. And it's right across from the Ultimate Carnival game, which is $3 to play. One person is going to win every round, but you got to have different amount of players. How many do you need to play? 2? Okay, so you only need 2 people to play, and the prizes are all determined right here. So they got a lot of different prizes there. They got some cute bears and all that, but this is the original whack-a-mole where they pop up and you smack them down. So that's what you got here right in front of the Comet, but there's also a section that is sometimes open and sometimes not. And most of the time when I was in this area, it was not open, but it looks like it is open today. And it's pretty much right next to the lockers and the Super Duper Looper. And this is where you got some skill games right up there. But so it is a little bit of a walk there, but I wanted to just show you everything that's available in the hollow at this point. And this is actually a Thursday at Hershey Park, so it gets pretty busy here. But so right there is Great Bear, right there is Sky Rush, and right over here is the 3 games I will definitely want to show you. And these are some of the fun games that I've always enjoyed playing since I've been coming to Hershey Park. I remember this when years ago when I was coming as a kid. So right there's the lockers, and the first one you got here is the Sky Race, which of course is another carnival game, kind of like the whack-a-mole, where you actually play against other people. There's going to be a winner. This might not be you. So right over here is some of the prizes here. But this is a squirt gun game. You basically shoot it right in the hole there, and you're racing all the other balloons. And there's going to be a winner every time. It's $3 to play. Right next to that is a skill game, $3 to play, and it is the basketball toss, where you basically get 1 shot. If you make it, you're good. 3 plays for $5, so that's not too bad. And then finally over here, this one's one of the most challenging games here, which is called Pigskin, where you actually are throwing the football through the hoop. And we'll see if somebody can do it real quick. And you got Steelers, Eagles, and Giants. So he's aiming for the Steelers. And yet again, another $3 to play. That should have gone in. But if you get 1 in, you get the bottom row. It's 2 and 3. So that is all the carnival games here in the hollow right at Hershey Park. All right, so we're over here in what used to be called Founder's Circle here by the statue of Mr. Hershey. And this in front of me is actually the old Carousel Pavilion. And, you know, they got it basically now. It houses a couple games and a couple things. So I want to show you what they got over here in the Carousel Pavilion. It is nice that they kept this going. Just because the rest of the area is kind of changed up. So they got the big one drops here. And over here they got Hershey dogs in there. And there's another one over here. Actually right here, pay for your game cards here. So right there actually, right here, if you want to play games nowadays, you can't just give them cash like in the old days. You actually have to pay here for your game card. And you come on here, you can buy a card, recharge, and view your card balance right there. Also over here is another big one, which is more Hershey branding here. You got Hershey mascot and the Reese's mascot. And they also have the Press-A-Pennies too. So right in this area here, which, like I said, this is the old carousel area. That's where you can actually get a couple of these big claw games to enjoy. All right, so we are right above the Overlook food court in the same building, which used to be the old dance hall. Right across from Great Bear is one of their 2 arcades. So we're gonna walk through this entire arcade. We're gonna show you all the different games they have. They have a mix of games. Like right as soon as you come in here, they actually have a carnival game here with the squirt bottles. So, and this is also in other parts of the park too. So, looks like the little guy won right there. And over here, you got yourself the ticket reels that people really enjoy. You grab the claw, and that tells you how many tickets you win. Let me darken this up a little bit. Here is the game kiosk. Game cards can be purchased and reused. I still have a game card from last year that I can recharge anytime I want. Over here, they got air hockey. And this is a giant claw game here with, wow, look at these Hershey Bears. They are very colorful. Over here is a fun zone, showing you some of the prizes you can win there as you collect tickets. You get baby cakes, cake poppers there. You've got Fujifilm, you got Hamilton things here, Sony. So you can get a lot of different prizes by collecting. And then over here is another hyper deck, just like in the front of the park here. This one has Die Zombies Die, seems to be the big game here. There's also Hair, Dream Savers, and Die Zombies Die. And this is the same thing that they have in the front of the park. All virtual reality, but it comes with like wind and vibrations and all that, so it's a pretty cool thing. Cotton candy machine here. Yes, you can actually make your own cotton candy. I'm gonna make that darker here. So you basically touch it there and you choose your flavor. Let's go do that real quick. There you go. And you can pick your colors, your toppings. It tells you how much they are for the different types. So there actually is a candy, cotton candy machine there. Gumdrops is a fun little arcade game. Same thing here with the Monopoly roll thing where you roll a giant dice. And over here is a fire guy where you gotta squirt different rooms that have fires. Right here. And the fireman goes up there and the more tickets you get. And that's all on the outside of the arcade. Let's go inside the arcade now. Right here they got the Fishbowl Frenzy. One of my favorite games, I like that. They got the spinning reel, Big Bass Wheel. And then they also have right over here a more of a virtual thing there with the balls, with the monkeys. We really like these ticket ones. They work out pretty well. Then here along the far side you have Super Bikes 3. They got a whole row of these things. But they also have in the middle here, this is Road Blasters, a typical arcade game here. Dragon's Lair. Let me darken this up a little bit more. Dragon's Lair, 1942. Wing Shooters Champions. I don't even know what that game is. Looks almost like a Tetris. Here you go. Here is Millipede by Atari. Going strong. Galaga. And here it is. This is my favorite game when I was growing up. They still have it here. Karate Champ. I love this game, and I might actually keep playing that game. I love that. 50 cents to play. Mr. Do and WF Superstars here. But we're talking about Big Boss Man, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior, Hulk Hogan, Elizabeth, all those. So we're talking old school there. Now over here you got Cruisin' Blast, more super bikes and all bike games here. Here you got Terminator Salvation, Raw Thrills with Jurassic Park. Over on this side here you've got Deal or No Deal, another game I kind of like a lot because you're always getting tickets throughout this game. And let's be honest, it's all about the games, tickets there. Pretty much more super bikes than a Batman. Now over here you got a thing, Hey Kids is a puppet show, place a coin in. So for 50 cents, you got all these marionettes that can do a puppet show for you. You got a Hercules pinball there. You got Let's Bounce game. And then of course here you got the basically NBA hoops here, which is basically a short shot. All right, over here's another station. We'll come over here. Going back towards the front, I'm just going to keep on like zigzagging through. This is Jelly Lab, which is basically themed to the Minions, which is another one of those fun games. You gotta collect the cards to win. Over here you got Curly Fishery, where you gotta go in there and you gotta try to get the different eggs. And over here got Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory, very appropriate for Hershey, which is one of those coin movers where you just keep stacking things until they drop. In the middle here you got Red Zone Rush, where you got all these different players and you got the different points on the footballs. Right there's Zeke. I know Zeke. Over here is Mahomes. That looks like Tom Brady. And that looks like Edgerrin James. Over here you got some claw games. You got a lot of different things here. You got the Hershey mascots, Hershey Bar, the Kiss We Don't Like, Reese's, Turtles, and all that, Pac-Man. Those are all claws there. Over here you got a up-to-date Frogger, so you can play there. You got a Wheel of Fortune right there in front of the basketball. You got the real Ghostbusters game right next to Off-Road. Now this is the Dodgeball Ultimate Arena, so you're literally throwing the balls to try to hit the different players. Red team against the blue team. Over here got some more claw games. Here you actually go in there and you drill out your prize there. Claw there, claw there. Here's another cute claw game. Here's the prize cube, which is basically a giant claw game. And right over here is the Wizard of Oz, which is another coin mover. Now you got Star Wars Battle Pod, which is, they're literally in that pod. Over here is tickets, tons of tickets, 2 ticket things here. Now right there is the entrance, that's the carnival game we saw earlier. So here's a love meter. They got some games and they got some cute things that you don't see anymore. Over here is Monopoly. Against this wall you got more of the racing games. On the one side you had the motorcycles. Here you got Sega Super GT, Daytona USA, and this one's Typhoon, which looks like a high-tech racing game there with loops. Over here you got Halo. And now you got a couple more vintage games. You got the Spin to Win, but right here you got Double Dragon, which is another great karate game from my youth. Like I said, I'm a karate champ guy there. Here's Galaga. Over here is Dig Dug. Wow, they actually got Dig Dug, which is great. Gentlemen playing Street Fighter 2. Berserk. Wow, I have this for the Atari. I can't believe they still got that. Over here is Hang On, which is a motorcycle race with the handlebars right there. And then here you go, you got Super Mario Brothers right there. So, got some classics. Then they got some pinball machines. Comet, which is kind of our roller coaster. Star Wars, Star Trek with Monopoly in between. A Walking Dead. Here is King of Route 66, which is another great racing game. Here's some more, this is Philly Stats Slugfest pinball game. Over here is High Score Pool, Ice Fever. Great pinball games here. Fireball. And over here, there's Halo. This is Lost World right next to it. This is one giant arcade. And over here, they got the second half. So you had the hybrid deck on the other side of the arcade. Here you got the full swing. And this is the sports thing that they had too. It's now located in Chocolate Town. So it used to be here, now it's there. And of course, right here against the back wall, you've got traditional skee ball with some of the more modern skee balls. So over there, those are traditional, and these are more modern ones. Over here is Rush 2049, another racing game. This is Final Lap. All right, over here is Star Wars Trilogy arcade game. A giant Route 66 trucker kind of thing. Fruit Ninja. And this is Zombie Walking Dead. Over here is the Big Buck Shooting, which is great shape. Here's that spin wheel that I showed you before. Quarry Quest. Over here is some more coin pushers with the Flash, Superman, all DC themes. And these are more claws with, you got some Barney stuff there, Sesame Street, You got the Wizards, Hello Kitty. You got some pugs. And over here by the skee ball, there's a couple more kind of like carnival games, but like electronic carnival games. Here you got the beanbag toss. Over here you got knock down the clowns, down the clowns. Here you got a ring toss. Here you got Lane Masters, where you're basically bowling. Wave Runner, which is jet ski. You got Top Skaters. Iceman, which is a different type of ride here. I did one of these over at iPlay America, and these are neat because you're actually shooting water onto the AstroTurf. And then you got water blasters. Last couple things here are giant Connect 4s and a giant Space Invader. And then here's Jurassic World. Now, like we mentioned before, you collect the points and they all go into the prizes here. And some of the big things are air fryers, you've got City Racer, MaxBot cars, you got the stuff on the bottom deck there, Hershey candy, you got Hershey memorabilia, this is all candy there, 4-in-1 gaming tables and all that. So they've got a lot. Now this is one of 2 arcades here at Hershey Park, and this one is located, like I said, right in the Kissing Tower area, right across. It's basically underneath us right now is the food court, the Overlook food court, but there is a lot of stuff here at Hershey. So if you like games, you got every kind of game that you could possibly want. Even when you leave, right here are some more games for you. So this is one of the 2 arcades here, and this is over here in the Overlook. Right above the Overlook here is this arcade. So let's go and see what else they got. All right, so also in the Chocolate Town area, right by the Starbucks and over by the restrooms at Candemonium, they actually have virtual games here, so this is kind of new. Usually Hershey Park was pretty famous for having arcades, but here they actually have the Hyperdeck, multi-sports virtual reality type games here. So when you come on in here, there's 2 different ones you can choose from. When you come over to the right, they have the multi-sport. It's $15 per session. And if you look over here, I'm going to darken that up for you real quick here. They got a lot of different games like Golf Showdown, baseball, basketball, virtual football, soccer, and all that. So the session usually ends some time. Right there you have a T-ball and bat. So that one's about $15. And then over here is called the Hyperdeck. Now the Hyperdeck, it's $15 for a session, $5 if you do a repeat play. But what they got here is this is all virtual reality games here, where you're actually... Here's one right here where you're kind of playing a shooting game, kind of like the classic Mel Gibson Blade Runner kind of stuff there. But they have a lot of different games to choose from. And over here against the wall, they have a few Hair. And they also have Dream Savers, which are kind of like Minions and stuff. But you're actually in a box like this with the virtual reality with the shooter. So these are brand new options, and you can also use your Game Pass for these. So this is something that's kind of new for Hershey. It came in with Chocolate Town. Look at that, you actually got air blowing and all that. And that's what they're seeing right there on the screen. So this Hyperdeck is something new, and it's kind of taking gaming to another level. So for $15, you can actually enjoy some virtual reality games here at Hershey Park. All right, so for years, this area used to be called Music Box Theater, because right there's the Music Box Theater. So, but they also have one of the 2 really pro shots, 3-point shots here. And, well, 3. There's one over by the Log Flume, over on Kissing Tower Hill. There's one over in the Midway. And then you got this one, which probably has the highest traffic. And this one is pro shot. So it's $3 for 1 shot, 3 shots for $5. 1 shot wins. But if you want to get the bigger prizes, of course, you have to get a few more in there. So now there's a couple kids shooting right now, so you can check it out. Here's this girl right now. And then right here's the sweet spot where you can actually get bonus. So that was an air ball there. Let's see if the other gentleman can hit it here. Nope. So they are very bouncy rims and stuff like that, but pretty much the prizes are pretty simple here. You get Hershey Park hats, Devon Nuggets, or Hershey balls there. So 1 win gets you a small ball, 8 or more gets you the Sixers and Nuggets, and 2 and it gets you the bigger ball. So pretty much if you're in that area right by the monorail, check out the Big Shot. All right, so we're about halfway done with our Let's Play at Hershey Park. And have you found all the different games? Which game so far is your favorite? Did you check out the arcades? Pretty much Hershey's got a little bit for everyone, and there's a lot more to show you. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and let's continue showing you what you can do gaming wise at Hershey Park. So we are right here in front of Fahrenheit, and as you walk into this section here, there's always been two games that always kind of stuck out, and they have been there for decades. And they're right here. Right here's the Coasters Collectibles, and right across from there is the Shootout. So this game here is pretty much a traditional air gun type game. So you come over here, and what you're going to do is you're actually going to don't play with the guns, but basically you are allowed to lean, but you have to knock down those 3 cups there. So it's $3 per shot, and pretty much you knock it down. You have to knock it all the way off the table, so all 3 of them got to go, and you can win one of these prizes here. And then right next door is the Muffin Tin. Yet again, this game is very popular at Hershey. This is $5 for 3 balls. 3 balls in the white, you get a small. 1 ball in the red, you get a medium. 2 balls in red, you get a large. And unlike the one over by the Kissel Tower Hill, this one seems a little bit easier here, and the prizes seem a little bit better there. There is a winner every time, so eventually you're going to get something, because you get 3 balls. If they all end up in the white, you're going to win. So you're going to get, where's the smallest at? Right there, the balls. And then you got mediums and large, and you can always upgrade too. So these 2 games have been here forever. So make sure you check them out here at Hershey Park. All right, so now we're in the back of the park right here by the Wildcats Revenge and everything. And right there's the water park. And this is called the Midway section. And of course, if you're going to have a Midway section, you're going to have Midway games. So just like what we did with the other sections, we want to show you everything that's available here. And the main thing for me is the game right in front of me here, which is, guys, we're back at Skee Ball. We got Skee Ball back here, and same kind of rules, slightly different prizes. But what I like about this is not the ice ball. This is all the original Skee Ball here. So you get a single game of 9 balls there, and basically, most of them, these are actually in really good shape here. Skee Ball, the original alley game. But you got a lot of rainbow stuff here. You got the sloughs. You always got to have sloughs. But over here, you've got more games here. Some of the bigger prizes is a dolphin and stuff. And then there's game cards. So basically, you got the original Skee Ball here. And as you walk farther in, over on this side, right there's Laugh Track. As you go by Laugh Track, there's a couple other games over here towards the side that we want to show you. Because, you know, they call themselves the Midway. Well, what's more Midway than different games here? So as you come around this side here, right where the old Whip used to be, which is now a haunt room, but they do have a game right here. This is the other 3-pointer type game here. So it's called Hoop It Up. 1 shot for $3, 3 shots for $5. And this is, of course, a skill game, just like Skee Ball is here. Now, this gentleman right here is actually going to play, so let's see how he does. And as you got to do, you got to use a card. They no longer take cash at Hershey Park, which is kind of nice. On some respects. If you don't play a lot of games, you might get money trapped, but once you go there, you got 1 shot. Let's see how he does. And that is the sweet shot. So this is like the 3-pointer here. So if you shoot from there, you get bonus larger prizes and stuff. So and basically the prizes here are pretty simple. They are the different balls here. You got the small balls, and you got the bigger balls over there in the corner there. So let's see what we got. All right, looks like he's going to take the sweet shot. So this is anticipation here. Will he get a giant ball or a small ball as he practices? Here he goes. Oh, air ball. So that's over there. Now over here, this used to be a standard, you know, you hit the hammer and it goes up in the air, but that one's completely gone. So that was one of the games that, you know, isn't around anymore. So when you're coming out this way, the Midway is a little bit more barren than it used to be. So pretty much you got 2 skill games, which is the basketball 3-point shot and of course Skee Ball back here in the Midway. All right, so we're right outside of the water park area there, right by Fahrenheit. And along with games, we always tell you what you can spend money on here. And right over here by the Corona, they have henna tattoos, which are these things right here. And they all have different pricing and stuff like that, like $27, $40 and stuff like that. But they also have a couple other things here. So you got the henna tattoos there, but if you come a little farther down here, you actually also have the face painting right by the restroom here. So it is a very busy day because it is Hershey Park, and apparently Hershey Park is not hurting for money here. Now, historically, these were basically right in front of the old carousel, but they moved them here, out here. So they might still be out there, but here's a new location here. So this is all the face painting that you got there. And the different prices here, it all depends on what you're looking for here. But where is the pricing chart? Actually, I don't really have, oh, here you go. So you got face painting premium, $22, deluxe, basically $20, and then $17 for standard. So, and then same thing with the glitter tattoos, $11.99 or $18.99. So these are right in front of Fahrenheit. All right, so we're back here at the old edge of the park. Years ago, the Play Dome, which is right in front of us here, the Play Dome Arcade, was actually into the park. Right there is the employee lot, how they can enter and exit. And all that was new years ago here, but we're here to show you everything that the Play Dome has. So as soon as you come up, the first thing you're going to see is the second disc job here. And this is 2 discs for $5. And it's also a winner every time, which is great. So this would fall into the category of a kids attraction here, but winner every time. And when you come over this way here, the different prizes, depending on what number you can get the Hershey or the Twizzler, the Kiss, or the Reese's. It looks like the 3s or 4s are pretty filled up there. So that is right in front of the arcade, but when you come out this way, let's show you what this arcade has to offer you. So there's one entrance in, nicely air conditioned by the way, and as soon as you come in, you're going to see the Whack Disc, which is one of those old power things where you smack it and you can win. Over here you got Alien Armageddon. Here you got a coin pusher for Spider-Man. Make that a little bit darker so you can see Spider-Man. Over there is the Pac-Man's Arcade and a duck catcher. So if you ever wanted a rubber ducky, that's where you want to go. And right here you also got the classic Wonder Woman coin pusher. Superheroes. Over here you got Lex Luthor and Superman. Over here you got Flash and Captain Cold. And the one that you see as soon as you come in is Joker and Batman. So those are all the coin pushers. And they do have some cards in there too. As you head over this way, you got the giant Space Invaders. Right next to the Nerf arcade, which is something a little bit different. And then next to that you got skee ball. Now this is more like the ice ball. This isn't the traditional skee ball like you see at the other parts of the park. And next to this, you actually have a NBA Hoops game. And you got a redeem machine there for that. And then they got some giant claws. Here they got some Hershey Park pineapples. So if you're a Psych fan, you got that. Over here, it looks like you got some, it looks like gophers and owls and stuff. And over here, you got some teddy bears. And then in the middle here, you got the Willy Wonka, more coin pushing. People really seem to enjoy the coin pushers though, so. Not something I would go for, but these are coin pushers. And against the back wall you got over here, you've got Jurassic Park, shooting game, and then you got, just like the other place there, you got the Cruise and Blast, and you got the motorcycles, the MotoGP. Over here, this is one of my favorite games here, which is the Fishbowl Frenzy, where you actually hit the button and drop the ball into the goldfish. And let's go back here towards the front again. Here you got a lot of claw machines, and the big thing with the claw machines, of course, are the prizes. So here you got Reese's. Here you got the Slutty Kiss, we like to call her. Here you got Chocolate Bar, Hershey Bar. Here you got Sesame Street. And all the way here at the end, you've got Sonic the Hedgehog. Right here, you got tons of tickets. And tons of tickets again, so if you want to jump ahead, that's where you go. Here they actually got a Minion game, Whack-A-Minion, which has got to be a popular game. Over here is the classic Ninja Turtle game that I used to play. Up to 4 players there. Here you got Crossy Road, which is basically a, pretty much a, what's that called there? Chicken Cross the Road Freeway and stuff like that. Quick Drop, another popular game. And here's a game I've never seen before, Pop the Lock. You actually got to go around, as you can see, and you hit the dots, and as you hit them, you unlock tickets. So that's a different game there. We're back here at the Fishbowl Frenzy, and a couple more games here, which is the basketball shoot here, Hoops FX. Over here you got the carnival games, Beanbag Toss. This one is the Milk Judge, Mini Milk Judge. Over here you got Knock Down the Clown. Here you got the Ring Toss. And then here, this was always Devin's favorite game here, the Ticket Monster, where you pull the lever and you win. And then the biggest game here you got that I've never seen anywhere else before is the Grand Piano Keys, where it's kind of like Simon. You sit down there and you basically play the piano as it goes through there. So this is a game that I would definitely be interested in. And last but not least, what can you win? Well, over here you got some fun, the bigger prizes. You got a Galaxy tablet, you got Fitbits, you got different speakers and stuff. Of course, you got the smaller stuff. And a couple of bigger prizes there. You got some Matchbox cars, Taco Party, and stuff like that. So this is everything that you got there. So this is the Playdome. Now, it is the smaller of the two arcades, but it still is one of the more popular arcades here. The other one, of course, is over at the Mine area. So definitely, if you're on this side of the park here, right there's the food court. Over there is Fahrenheit, but the Playdome arcade is for you. All right, also right out from Carousel Circle here, the old carousel there, is also some face painting. Right this way to paint your face. And over here is also henna. So when you come right on in there by the Founders fountain there, and the balloon ride and stuff like that, you also have the henna. So this station is right here. It's probably the busiest station for these two. And later on we're going to discuss the pricing. All right, so we're right in front of Fahrenheit, right by the entrance, and they added some games here. And right over here, you got the milk can. Now, this is another one I consider a skill game. Now, you basically have a foul line and stuff like that. So it's 12 balls, family bucket is 15, and pretty much 3 balls for $5. And basically 1 in wins. And as you can tell, it's a challenging game because look at the size of those prizes. And then right across from there, right before you get to the park there, you actually have a kids game. And this one's fairly new here, so anybody can catch a fish here, but how big a fish can you catch? So you actually come in here and you actually catch the fish, and pretty much they're like 5 pounds, 10 pounds and all that. So you catch a fish here, and then they weigh it over here, and that's going to determine pretty much what kind of prize you have here. So it's pretty much about $3 to play, $5 to play, and pretty much a neat little concept. And that's fairly new. That wasn't really around here a couple days ago. So some new signage too since the last time I've been here. It's been about a month since I've been here. So they added the fish and they added the milk cans. All right, so we know this is a Let's Play thing, but this Pepsi thing has been here forever, and I've never seen it. It's always closed. It was the Pepsi Pop Star where you could actually go up there and sing and all that, but it's been closed for years. It's right across from the drop towers and the convoy and the entrance to the zoo. But to be honest with you, this thing's been closed. It looks like it's never going to open up because we're in the heart of the summer season. So if you guys ever experienced this, please let me know in the comment sections what it was. Was it enjoyable, or is it something that eventually is going to be utilized for something else? Let us know in the comments. Okay, so we're by the swing thing and the Reese Cup Fusion and Misfit Bugs and stuff. There's a couple things here. So here you got the E-Claws, which is right next to the frozen bananas. And these are, this one's got joysticks. So these are a little bit different than some of the other ones here. But you got super bouncy balls. You've got rainbow Hershey bears. Over here you've got little dogs. And last but not least, you got some banana penguins and stuff like that. So, but there is one game in this area, which is the Can Do. So this is another game of skill here, and you can tell, look how big the prizes are. You got the giant kiss, you got the Hershey bar and stuff like that, and here you actually you have a 2-win limit, 1 in wins, and you gotta literally hit the ball into the milk jug. So you have a $15 deal where you basically win automatically there. So, but they're softball size and they're big size prizes. So if you're good at this game, this is where you find it, pretty much by the Mini Pirate and everything like that. So we're over here right in front of Tidal Force, which isn't going today, but It's kind of rare to find a game all by itself, but that is the case here. As you come down this way, they actually, right by the Kettle Corn, which is a lot nicer stand than it used to be, they actually have a game here all by itself here. And this is where you launch the frogs. It's one of my favorite ones. Pretty much, it's 5 frogs for $3, 15 frogs for $6, $10 for a bucket, plus a special prize. So if you want to automatically win, get a special prize. So what is this? You get the frog, which is right there. He's throwing frogs in right now. You put them on the launcher. You launch them up there, and you got to hit the lily pads there. So if you win, you basically get, there's a large, there's mediums. Trade 2 mediums for a large, trade 2 smalls for a medium. So as you get them into the lily pad, into the, I guess the cup of the lily pad, that's how you win here. But these are always one of my favorite ones. When you get a lot of people doing it, you got frogs flying everywhere. So pretty much right across from Tidal Force, they had this lonely game all by itself, but it is a fun game to play. All right, so right there is the claw to give you a point of reference. And this whole area here, this is Pioneer Frontier, but they got over here, they got the airbrush tees and jewelry, which you want to know more about that, you got to go into our merch. But over here, they've got a couple games in this little cluster here. So right by the train, they got their second whack-a-mole. Now this one is called Rattler's Revenge. And yet again, you need 2 people to play, $3 per play. And here, unlike the other one, here you definitely get the Slutty Kiss, you get the Reese's, or you get the Hershey bar. Now why do I call it the Slutty Kiss? Well, originally the Kiss was a little boy, but they decided to change it up there, give it big lipstick and everything like that. But so here it is, like a typical whack-a-mole game, and it's right there. Now, past there, here's the claw again. Past there, they got a little area here right before you get to Chick-fil-A, which has pretty much 2 carnival games. So the first one's Captain Splash, which is a water racing game. And you can see it right now, they're actually going to do it. Here they go, $3 to play. And there's a winner every time, so it's a carnival game. And here they actually have the graphics going to the top. So it looks like, boom, number 6 won. And then the next one is probably, it's called Dips Ahoy. And this is probably the biggest skill game there is. So you have a bowling ball, and you got to push it over this hump and have it not come back. So it's really a touch game. The ball must remain in the valley to win. So pretty much if you come over to this side, there's the ball, there's the hump, and right there is the valley it has to lay in. Very tough, very challenging game, but if you have that skill set, you're going to be in good shape. It's only $1 to play, just because it's such a challenging game, but that is a skill game there. And last but not least, in this little section here, you got another giant claw machine there. So right there's Rattler's Revenge. Right in front of the pirate, you've got this claw machine, and let me show you what the prizes are here. Now, win big prizes. So here you get giant, well, not really giant, but nice sized teddy bears with Hershey Park on it. And when you come over this side, you've got dogs holding Hershey Kisses. So those are the areas here. So if you're in line for Chick-fil-A, which most people are, make sure you check out Dips Ahoy, Captain Splash, Rattler's Revenge, and also big prizes with the giant claw. All right, when you're talking about skill games, right by the Coal Cracker Log Flume and the Overlook Food Court is their 3-point challenge. And this is at a lot of parks. So basically, if you get 4 to 6 points, you're in high school, 7 to 9 college, 10 to 12 pro, and 13 to 14 all-star, 15 Hall of Fame. So the price on this is, if you get trade-up options are on there too, but the price for this is $5 per play. So this is a pretty nice price for something here. Yet again, you can't use cash. And see how this guy does for the last one. So you get 4 in each location, and you have a timer. You have 7 seconds and all that, so you have to fire pretty quick. All right, there's one there. So far, he's got 0. The high school today has only been 7, so he just nailed that one. So you got a point there. And the last one, all right, so for $5, you can test your skill here. And the prizes are determined by pretty much you get 2 high schools equal 1 college, 2 college equals 1 pro, 3 pros equal 1 all-star. So right here, if you can shoot hoops, you can win some good prizes. All right, so you just watched our Let's Play at Hershey Park. So which arcade was your favorite? The one over at the Kissing Tower Hill? Or are you more of a fan of the traditional arcade they have over there in Pioneer Frontier? Let us know in the comments section. And once again, if you like our content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It's a simple click for you, but it means a lot to us. And once again, thank you for watching, and we can't wait as we ride to 125.